This is a poetic perspective. 40 Shades of Blue by Mr. Blue of MrBlue.net.
Winter Orgasms, Part 1. She's begging me to pinch her, but she ain't dreaming. Halloween been over, but every night she's screaming. Scratches on my back like I slept on a cat's foot. Ice with the oral. Now that's what I call a good look. Bring a good feeling to her door. Skin soft as silk. And when it comes to her creaming, I'm the milk man. Patron set it off. Now we good with a cold soda. It don't matter on the bed or her old leather sofa. I'm her lone soldier. Cold weather contact. Backdoor key under the rug. Kitchen for in the morning. But naked eating golden grahams. Every woman needs a man to deliver shivers. And the winter gives way to the best episodes. In my lifetime I serve as her night rider. She rides at night quite right. Bedside Sprite to hydrate. We make constellations and heat angels on top of the cover. Juice stains and God knows what after the night is over. Now that her windows defrosted, she's ready to hit the road, able to navigate and see the whole road. Winter Orgasms, Part 2. 'Tis the season I'm thankfully given. Outside is chilly, but the warmth from her keeps me safe from the cold. Replacing her coals with a log that simmers in her till she blows it out. No doubt. Positions to keep the heat in, meeting expectations, raising the temp, along with her legs. Her moans turn to begs, like she either hurting or wanting it even more than before. Post her up by the window as the chill off the cold air makes the nipples freeze. Then I unthaw them with the quickness. Please believe. What she needs, I know beforehand. See, her eyes are the windows to her soul. And right now, baby girl got her curtains drawn by an artist unlike none other. Unlike some, further I go to assist you in getting there. Do your thing with me, just sitting there. As the clock hit the wee hours, we shower, then slumber into dream. You know what I mean? Winter Orgasms, Part 3. Her inhibitions drop like the temperature. Whipped cream looked like snow upon her chocolate hills. Just for thrills. I turned the heat down to 60. 9 hours later, tap her shoulder, feeling frisky. In case she had a man in her life. No hickey. Just strictly put that man in her right so quickly. Froze time so a minute felt like 60. Stamina of 6 me's, collector of Vickies, secret lover mixtape. She had an itch, scratched that. War wounds of love, carpet burns, and a scratched back. I dine where most snack at. Punch instead of tap cats. Legs over my shoulders, similar to a backpack. Love when she next to me. When she gone, I miss her. Mistletoe everywhere, just so I can kiss her. Strokes like Picasso. Love makings like a picture. Body old portraits. Moaning leads to voices. Voices lead to soft yells. Yells into other things. And they lead to good nights. Adjust the heat. Sweet dreams.
Can I know you? Yeah. I was looking at you from across the room. Had some thoughts on my mind. So I decided I'd tell you like this. I want to know you, not just the physical, sexual side, but the real you. I want to know what makes you laugh. I want to know what makes you smile, what makes you sad, and the things that made you cry. I want to explore everything that lies deep inside. I want to know your heart, what makes it beat. I want to know your fears, what makes you afraid. I want to know your insecurities, what makes you weak. I want to know your personality, that which makes you unique. I want to know. mama's boy, a thug or a pimp trying to abuse you. I'm not a thief or a robber trying to steal anything from you. No, a womanizer that takes what is wanted, then leaves you. Instead, I'm using these lyrics to reveal the other side of me, my sensitive side, my inner beauty, in hopes that you will show your sensitive side, your inner beauty. Realize that I don't want to know you because of your looks or material possessions, but I want to know you, the whole you, the real you. That's my confession. I want to know. Can I know you? I want to know. Question that perplexes my mind, just as who am I is the question that perplexes your mind. You have many questions about me. Time to reveal everything about me to you. There should be no confusion, misguidance, or misdirection. But honestly, I only have one question. One question. Can I know you? Can I get to know you? Can I know everything about you? I want to know you. Can I know? I want to know. Can I know you? I want to know. I want to taste you up and lick you down. That's right. I want to lock you in a room with candles all around, all over. Body massaged by the hot tub, shadows of a kiss outlined by candlelight. You like that? I want to wrap you in my arms and let my love for you take flight. Oh yeah, you like that? I want my hands and my kisses to stalk the back of your spine. Feel so good, I want to lock eyes with you while our bodies intertwine. I want the moonlight to shine through a window and coat our naked skin. I want to physically express my feelings that I held for you deep within. I want to make love to you and let one tear form in one eye. Let the joy and happiness overwhelm us, compelling us to cry. I want this dream of having you for a night to come true. And this is the best way I can express my feelings. And I wonder if you want to.
felt so perfect as you dripped from your lips are the softest. My fingers slip up and down the sides of it, both touch off the topping. Their taste still lingers on my upper lip. The fragrance alone makes me want to take another sip. Roses are red, but I wish they smelled like this. The feelings of your warmth coiled around my lips. My tongue tied, then zigzag, your finish came with a twist. So turned on from sucking on your lips. Each kiss, teasing you now, we're both so slick. Followed it with another slowly. As I notice, I love the feeling of this. And it's the moments like this that makes me want to permanently address an issue such as this. For easier access, I'll seal it with a kiss.
I am in love. I am infatuated with the simplicity of us. Like roses that bloom in concrete, flourish like harvest in winter. She nurtures me, even when it seems impossible. I am in love. I am head over heels assured in the idea of us. Like fasting on Fat Tuesdays and eating sun-dried apple seeds for protein. She fulfills my appetite, so I no longer hunger. I am in love. I am smitten with Midas gold-plated kisses. I envision our future like eclipsed full moons at daybreak and nights illuminated by sun rays. She embodies beauty, naturally takes my breath away. I am in love. I am utterly and totally captivated by her touch. Like 50-degree summers and fallen spring leaves, her silent gestures speaks volumes to me. And I am in love. I am infatuated with the simplicity of us. I imagine constellations created in the image of us. The sun beams her name upon my soul garden, so flowers bloom in our afterglow. For we are in love. We are love's thoughts and expressions, love's dreams and lessons. We are love's unforgettables and forgottens. We are love unstoppable. We are ordinary and out of the ordinary. Quietly and effortlessly, we sing love's melody in perfect, rhythmic heart beats. And we are in love.
The beginning. The symphony of her heels hitting the deck is what originally caught my attention. She moved gracefully through the room, and she is a thing of beauty, if I forgot to mention. What I felt at that time was a feeling I had never had, but it felt so right. Because her presence at this once dull party just made this a better night. We make eye contact. She gives me a smile and blows me a soft little kiss. I acknowledge her with a smile of my own, and this is one opportunity I really don't want to miss. I grab her by her hand, and I request that she gives me this one last dance, because the party is almost over, and this will be my one and only chance. Our bodies grind together as the music plays. It seems like you're ready, nice and slow, and I whisper in her ear, I am ready to take you home, while she gives me a little smirk and replies back, I know. We both find our group of friends and tell them I have made a change of plans. And don't ask me why, because if you saw this beautiful woman, you would truly understand. The night gets wild and crazy once we make our way back to her loft, and my hands begin to explore her body from head to toe because her skin is so smooth and soft. Clothes are discarded, and the tension in the room begins to grow, and she pulls our naked bodies together, puts her lips up to my ear and says, baby, give it to me nice and slow. What am I doing? I'm making my love invincible, waiting on sensible thoughts to catapult frustration into elevation, eyeing temptation, spying elimination, annihilating hating, battling Satan. What am I doing? I'm loving living, loving giving, loving visions of rhythm, funky as afros and fist picks of melody, familiar as Phyllis Hyman's lips, and this is all the heaven I need. Beautiful black heaven, swelling with precious black children, who hopscotched on broken glass, who double-dutched a mid-gun blast, who shot hoops with cardboard rims, who only heard the word nigger describe black men. And what am I doing? I'm loving brown black women, loving brown black women like there's no today, picking her roses out of concrete decay, building a mansion with all of society's boulders, massaging stereotypes from her shoulders, inhaling her pain like I'm asthmatic, quietly tucking her fears away in yesterday's attic. What am I doing? I'm loving music and art, defining my taste minus the charts and parts, roles we got last year in the movies, overlooking home cooking that's no good for me, holding doors for mothers, holding elevators for brothers, nodding my head to the music lovers, make when they think the same thoughts, voice the same words like it was a script, biting my bottom lip when I'm snapping pictures in my mind, focusing on the future, the time, and I'm doing what we all should be doing. I'm loving, living, loving, giving, loving visions, visions of precious brown black children living better than ever in my own beautiful brown black heaven. The blue spotlight. I'm at Papa Mojo's sitting at my table watching her play. Center stage, dim lights. I close my eyes and begin to sway. My thoughts take me away. I observe how she caresses each note with a passion that guides her into what can be only be described as some guitar orgasmic moment. Through half-closed eyes, I watch her and her hands. I begin to envy the instrument of her attention and fall into some kind of haze, walking through her musical maze. Some kind of metamorphosis takes over me, and I become her guitar. My imagination stretches me across her body. She gives my machine head, just enough tension for the perfect song, and her hand touches my headstock, reaching my strings. She plays me, and that bitch plays me well. Electrical currents surge through me as she performs intense finger play. For her, I produce her perfect melodies as she transfers the vibrations from my strings to my soundboard. I scream in G, C, and D major. From my mouth pours her riffs as she's pushing me over the edge, making it all about me with his quick, effortless licks, strumming me, picking me, plucking me, musically, fucking me. She gives me balance. Her cutting power overtakes me. I begin to hurry breathe. Such dynamic range makes me pant and sweat. got me in suspension as she sustains. My moans complement her perfect tone. As her song ends, I return to self. Beads of sweat coat myself, never taking my eyes off of her. As she rises and leaves the stage, I rise to leave too, smiling, because tonight, it was all about me and you. It was so easy to be caught up in the musical flow of the queen of low frequencies and the blue spotlight. Damn, that bitch can play. A plan. Free time on my hands. Can I let my pen massage your paper? Work the ink into your muscles. Caress your body with data. Consume these words for nutrition. Let the letters feed your soul. A tabernacle of thoughts, mental stimulations, my goal. Turn off your TV set and radios. Shut down laptops and mobile phones. I pick some fruit for us to share. No Apple Macs or Blackberries there. But leave your pearl on those curves to me. To email your anatomy. A message. Subject is massage. I've seasoned my verbs with herbs. I've let the nouns marinate. A literary meal for two. Perfect time to demonstrate my wordplay. I call this vampiric seduction. She licks her greedy lips, streets are silent, other than her sleek boots. Click, 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 clicks on the dark, damp pavement, and damn she thick. Moves slinky, inky, slinky, slick. Again she licks those greedy lips, musically moves those magical hips. Most men find themselves ill-equipped to cope with the vampiric sensuality she presents. Eyes dewy brown, voluptuous thighs golden brown, backside so full, so right, so round. Down, 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 you go. She ain't no hoe. She sure move like it though. The girl just know. Ooh, she's so slinky, so inky, so slinky, so thick. If that ain't enough to get you bent, get you spent, in her wake she leaves a scent, levitates, lingers. You salivate and feel the pressure of her touch from her soft, seductive fingers on your neck. Alarmed yet intrigued, you ain't moved yet. She licks her greedy full lips. You go to scream, but have no voice, have no choice. You just be still, captivated because her lips so moist. As she opens her mouth, you can only pray she plans to inhale you, hold in you in like a last breath, and never expel you. But boy, I'm trying to tell you, you succumb. As she sucks you dumb, depriving you of your life's blood, apathetic, euphoric. You like heroin numb, thirstily drinking your blood while making love, simultaneously. Luckily for you, it's going down quite painlessly, with her greedy lips and greedy hips, driving you to ecstasy, ecstasy, slinky, inky, slinky, thick. Devoured and overpowered, you can't say shit. She leaves you limp and licks her greedy lips. Streets are silent other than her sleek boots. Click, click, click. Sweet chocolate. The thing I crave the most at the end of the day is to indulge myself in something sweet. The thing I need most when all else fails, something rich, dark, and velvet smooth, so brown, so sweet, melts in my mouth. I have searched and nothing else would do. Satisfies all my cravings, sweet chocolate you. So addictive, can never let you just pass me by. Got to have you every time I see you. Please, just a lick. A tiny nibble. All I need is a taste. Come melt in my mouth. One last fix to get me through the day. Then I'm sure I'll be able to stop. But as I peel off your wrapper, I melt in your hands. A taste, a lick, a nibble. Before I know it, I have devoured you whole. The more I have, the more I want. So satisfying, yet addictive. What's a man to do? Got to taste, need to lick. Gotta have just one more nibble of sweet chocolate you. This thing called love. Words fly through my mind, not understanding what to say. Confusion. The enigma of this thing called love. Of you. Untamed, we have accepted the union of our two souls, the consummation of two very different beings, sensuous and exotic. My fantasies not only need detail, but let my five senses be awakened by the sweet and intense aroma of your burning passion. My body yearns to be tranquilized. My mind longs to be caressed by the symphonic melody of your words. Love me strong and tender, hard and soft. Feel me. The naked night unmasked by desire between us. Time, our only enemy. Ecstasy, bliss controls our every move. Our rhythms conjoining and conforming a pounding beat by which both our hearts are hypnotized. I am no longer myself. My thoughts are no longer mine. What is this thing called love? This thing that renders me weak and senseless. My emotions, they know the answer, but they speak in words I cannot understand. So I continue on in my ignorance and become blinded by this thing called love.
Love after death. Another Mr. Blue poetic expression. This one coming from the heart, y'all. Love I thought was meant to be for life. Life I thought is a time that has no end. Till death do us part, they used to say. Let no man put us asunder is the word of God. Till eternity was love designed to remain. Until death came to shorten our dates. It took you away and thought that's the end of the love planted in my heart for you. Physically you're gone and are no longer with me, but in my spirit you will still continue to live. Nothing in life or death can ever take the place of unfailing, never-ending love I have for you. Though you're dead, you still cross my way. In my dream, you constantly commune with me. When love meets love in the blue ocean of life, death will be totally forgiven, they used to say. Before the sting of death suddenly took you away, promises of love were made in our hearts every day. Till death do us part, we used to say. After your death, my affection is still strong today. Now I love you more than I used to know. What the strike of death cannot destroy for me. If you hear my voice, please answer my call, calling on you from the depth of my soul. And though you're dead, I still feel for you. In my dream, we'll continue to meet and commune. After death, we must continue to live in love. For death can never terminate my love for you. Day by day, I still feel you inside of me, moving around in every part of my being. We'll meet again in life after death, where our love will reign above the realm of death.
Tell me a secret. Let me know your secrets. I won't tell a soul. Whisper softly in my ear as your tales are told. Everything that you've ever done and those you wish you hadn't, those things that made you cry until this day still leave you saddened. Relationships you had and wish you could forget. About the men that said they loved you but treated you like shit. Tell me your desires, your goals, and all your dreams, and how you plan to make them happen, and by whatever means. Let me know what makes you sad, those things that make you cry, what brings tears to your lovely eyes, and then tell me the reasons why. Tell me a secret. It'll be safe with me. I want you to trust me, to love me, so let all your secrets free. 'Cause she is a determined factor they tried to erase, tried to replace, but the will was stronger than fate. Love is stronger than pride, so I'll wait. Virtues glued to the edges of generational curses, They bleed monthly for the coming of a Lord. Man-made voice filled to escape the blues, but they're all deaf, dumb, and blind. Can you see the clues? A new world is coming, and folks gonna pay some dues. 'Cause the deed is done, and they're still telling forests to run. Run for office or run for cover. Run to freedom, but we'll take your medals. Run to the club, and you best wear them stilettos. 'Cause she is still a promissory note to sanity. Still fighting for a place in humanity. She is still standing, holding to serenity like unbroken promises, confined to complacency like yesterday's gridlock, still demanding that the bed in which she lays her head be wrapped in peace of mind. So her dreams will calm her nightmares, and maybe the monsters under her bed won't accompany her in darkness. Her prayers are her balance, essential, keeping her leaning and rocking through time's transition, calling upon eardrums to listen. Hear her voice amongst her heartbeat's rhythm, 'cause she is the face of your existence, the reflection of God's intention. She is the foundation of spatial vortexes. Within it, you surrender. Place your claims upon man-made revisions, hoping that this tunnel vision will lead to freedom. Polluted emissions of politicking as usual, so she can't stop speaking. Still writing psalms to call her brethren home, in hopes that they pick up one of the signals. Read between the thin lines of love and hate, trust and deception, chaos and order. Find answers to questions, 'cause she is.
Is it wrong for me to miss your kiss and reminisce on moments shared in and out of the sheets? Can't explain why this keeps wrecking my brain and putting claims on my heart. I try to part ways with all that was you, and yet I'm still confused. Caught in the days of our verbal foreplay and love-making days. Thought this was just a phase that I could get over, my obstacles to step over. But it's more deeper than that. It's the stronghold that connects my soul to yours. Simply speaking, I can't let go. I prayed for days to understand the decision that you made that subtracted me and added new variables to our equation. No longer could I participate in our sexual escapades of midnight bliss. Fingertips, lips pressed up against, kiss, kiss. Left wondering what happened that led to your distraction from us. Now you're so caught up that we don't stand a chance compared to your new us. But I miss you still. And through these lonely days give way to mental elevation and self-discovery. I miss our verbal ecstasy through verse and conversations. We built foundations, penetrated doors to knowledge and wisdom, welcome keys to self-advancement, touch levels of phenomena unknown to common understanding, though a little demanding were you to I, yet it wasn't all cakes and pies, bittersweet. We shared experiences of defeat through vocal warfare. No, it didn't compare to the love within me for you. See, I may have been a bit taunting of aspects of your personality and a bit dramatic with bullshit formalities and misunderstandings, because I was too caught up in my own POV. But I gave you all of me, utterly and totally, and for a time you loved every part of my being. Our imperfections gave way to mere technicalities within our individualism, yet we maintained all the same. And the fact still remains, my heart yearns for you. To recap, a moment of silence when all we had was staring eyes into one another, because the other was too frustrated to utter words. Mirror images of ourselves, compelled, connected. How do I redirect my heart? Moreover, why should I? When every time I look within your eyes, I hear your heart cry out for me. And yet you don't believe when I say I still feel you. You think this shit is easy, dwelling within daydreams and midnight fantasies of what we used to be. Deceiving self to rectify wounds created unintentionally. Can't help that I do, but I ain't one to burden you with my woes of yesterday, or to get on my knees with begs and pleas for you to come back to me. Cause home is where the heart is. For now, my home is a temporary photograph of captured moments I wish I could get back. And maybe you ain't feeling where I'm at. Heart and mind, both reading the same lines in my life story. I recognize it may take a while to allow these thoughts to sink in. And since I can't touch you or hold you, I let these words of poetry invade your thoughts, conquer your mind, capture your heart, and eventually take over.
Pieces, promises. You told me and I believed, but you lied and I must retrieve what you've taken from me, pieces of who I used to be. Why did you do to me the things that you did? Though I'm now free from my feelings I've hid. So am I truly free from you? Because I feel so lost. I'm without a doubt, not knowing what to do. Just knowing I want to reconnect pieces of myself back with you. Funny how I yearn and my body burns inside each time I think of you and I, intertwined in silver moonlight like cool water and blue sand, shimmering on brown skin, dripping sweat like hot sin, and pleasure-filled dreams, midnight erotic scenes of you and me, in between each other, wrapped in silk sheets, sweet like mango at harvest time, or the juice that flows down from the tip of your spine. Don't be afraid. I'm to taste your virginity, mixed with cream, whipped. I'm quickly nibbling away at time as you unwind and tense up, 'cause you can hardly contain mine and yours belongs to me for all eternity. Unbelievably, I can still see you and me, feeling the tingling in the arch of your foot as we move rhythmically through space and all stand still when finally we clench and flex muscle, lose control and exist in one another, all erased and unreal, till you whisper, Smokey's cruising in my right ear. Now that's love. When two souls can still feel the way they felt that first night, even with 3,000 miles between the root of their sexes. So what's next? Orgasm. Cheeks flush red as you blush, lying awake, naked, alone in a bed. Head rush overcomes mental sanity as I remember how we come, you and I. One summer past, the way you move fast, starting slow, then going, gone, to where we'd go. That place where lovers often went was the sweet scent of a drummer's snare and the flare of the quartet playing as we would play. Counting days, passing in my mind, pass through me, and we'll transform into gentle breeze, blowing through trees and rustling leaves, as you weaken my knees with the strength of your kind. Never knew it was so divine, till you captured me, placed me in your dream, making me serene, angel, at the mercy of her king, and we dive deep sea into each other's infinity. So now, without you here, I'm trying to imitate your recipe so I can feel what I felt when you were a part of me, and two became one, and moon turned to sun, and we were still the same. Soul, speak your name with my tongue. Hear you breathe mine, and you flow like ocean water as I fulfill my promise to you, first daughter, turned woman. So now I become man. Caress palm of your hand with lips and kiss your abyss for the second time around, 'cause the sweetest sound is you and I making music underneath naked sky. Black, create the arch in you. Back, protect your thighs with mouth, and we'll lie naked together in heat of surprise. Both exhale and close our eyes. Most love, Blue.
Call it infatuation or a puppy love fixation, but these constant heart palpitations during our daily conversations ain't for nothing. She got me going, y'all. Typically, I ain't one to fall this quickly. I mean, I usually give it a day or three just to be sure of my sanity. 'Cause in this world built on fallacies and hypocrisy, love ain't many splendid thing, no more. But it's just something about this attraction, not physical, more like soul-to-soul interaction that just touches the very bit of my core, leaving me wanting more and more and more. See, she's got a hold on me, 'cause loving her is so easy. Easy like Sunday morning aromas of bacon and grits. Don't know about you, but I can't resist. Didn't think I was ready for this, but persistent was she, slowly caressing my thoughts with rhythmic beats of intellectual melodies, bringing out the best in me, connecting the I and me to we. She inspires my being, allows for my release of the burdens of negative energy surrounding my reality, keeping me on my P's and Q's in the form of oral dictation. See, she's just that deep. Through our mental telepathy, we touch eardrums phonetically, keeping all eyes fixated on me. Our pathway created through the written words I speak, grant direction. Ink blots of alphabetical symmetry towards our relation, a ship afloat the waters of simplicity. There is no chaos here, so I can breathe freely. I told y'all, she got it like that. I see the heads bobbing and the finger snaps. I'm so caught up that I think this might be love. But she ain't totally committed to me, and well, that don't seem to matter. See, most don't think she's right, cause monogamy she don't like, and she probably was with one of y'all last night. But don't worry, I ain't the jealous type. I know my place in her life. Had the paper the pen, and in this space and time, she's mine for the moment. And she is my rhyme to reason, my reason to rhyme. This poetry.
Life's ink. I know I don't talk much, but that's because I'm afraid of what I might say and what you might do. So for now, I find solace in my double-sided 8 by 10.5-inch world where I make the rules. Here, happily ever afters exist, and I love you is never demoted to the status of a platitude. It's taken me a few years, but I finally realized that no matter how much you boil it with heated emotion, ink will never be as pure as a tear. Maybe if I fill this page with tears instead of words, you might understand how I feel, and I'll cry you a novel, but I know that no amount of understanding will change how you don't feel about me. So I write. I write to escape the solitary confinement of this 6-foot cell. I write to forget that you exist. And on the good days, I write to remind myself just how much I need to share this, unrequited whatever the hell it is with you. Only problem is, I don't know much about honesty. So this novice dons a coward's unkissed lips that only emit backboneless ellipses and heavy breathing. I'm screaming, high-pitched notes of silent grieving, only to have them caught in my throat. And so she's leaving without an inkling of how much this hurts. I guess my best pickup lines an erratic heartbeat, and her ears are deaf with polite disinterest. What I have captured in a river deep, insomniac love, unresting peace. What could such angel behold behind the darkness of their soul? Yearning constantly, craving motivation, your heart's cooperation. No one can love you like I. No one simply can satisfy. This I can't deny. I am the heaven inside of your hell, the water-bearing current, the remedy to all fears. If honesty simply won't do, magical is practical deep within, the mist we sail toward eternity through the ghetto abyss. Your body's my exodus inside the path. To the next generation, my love is thorough. Feel my penetration. Ask me how many forevers are in a day. How many wounds have I healed, crusading for more than infatuation's battlefield. Only you can possess what ignites the heat of tomorrow as we share today. In so little time, in so little here, the backbone that conquered fear. Yes, I am the light. Together you and I can share life. As his mouth watering to a drunk man, a bottle of gin. I take in an eyeful of your body with a lustful grin. I move down to your peach, my face erogenously moving and working in. And after a while, it's like biting into a mango, having the juice run down my chin. You just came like Niagara Falls, and I know that you were prone to showing that you're satisfied by your erotically exhausted moan. The taste of your body's fruit juice is by no means suspicious. The savor of your feminine nectar is erotically delicious. Your entryway is like a confining parking spot. I love a tight squeeze. Putting you on like a glove, you fit with the greatest of ease. The temperature rises as our bodies bear the burnt of repeated collisions being joined at the front. Together we grind, our flesh bumping and slapping, applauding with our hands, erotic body clapping. Moving like an oil piston, the motion repetitious, never wanting it to end cause the feeling is so delicious. I don't even know what to say. You say I don't talk to you, don't speak to you, don't converse with you. But I try to talk to you, try to speak with you, try to converse with you, but don't know exactly what to say or do. I think of you. Seems like every second of every minute of every hour of every day. On my mind you constantly stay, and I'm saddened when you're away. So don't be mad, it's not my fault. It's just I'm not in the mood to talk. But if I could, I would have you beside me, telling you all the things that are hidden inside me. When you're gone, you'll miss so much. How I feel when by your hands I'm touched. You bring me joy when you come around. Why I feel the way I feel and how I miss you now. The pleasure you bring me, almost ecstasy. Feels like making love because it's more than sex to me. So forgive me if I don't say what you want me to say. But if I could, I would talk to you every minute of every hour of every day. Life without love. Life without love. Life without love is like life without ambition. Puts me in a position where I'm the only one to listen. Life without love is a warrior with no sword, devoted priest with no lord, vocalist with no chords, no pores to sweat and passion, distractions, delayed reactions. Got my heart collapsed, carrying my feelings on my sleeve, but it's an out-of-date fashion. Dreams relapse, hopes for love are past, like dinners when Gandhi was fasting in Pakistan. And life without love is like no care that I'm lost tomorrow, pounded by the raindrops of sorrow, without a shoulder to borrow. Life without love is like life without a reason, passing through the seasons, dreaming, making a puzzle without a piece. Life without love is like a maze without an end, the days without a friend, eternally wondering where the wonder is. Life without love is like a pen without its ink, a sail destined to sink, brink of insanity, unable to think. Life without love is like the night without its stars, a broken heart broken from the start. I just can't find the missing parts. Life without love is like a chamber without air, left to suffocate, unwilling to respirate, because I've lost the care. Life without love is like a day without a breath, tempted by death. I'm already dead, all alone in my bed. Life without love is like a day with no good news. Take a life without love. Take a walk in my shoes. Replaced his wrong. Since my father's gone, I guess you're here to replace his wrong. I hated you from the start, just couldn't trust you. But I have to accept you because my mother loves you. I see you every day making other women smile, even men too. But I guess my mother knew you were bisexual. I wish you knew the pain she goes through, and so that I go through when she doesn't have you, wishing she could grab you, pushing me away because the pain is too much to bear. Man, I wish my father was here, cause this just isn't fair. Now here you come knocking at the door, home to give her more of your so-called love, your so-called happiness, and your so-called trust. It feels good to see her smile, though, I have to admit. Pray to God to see that day when we get over this shit. Each time you leave, the hurt gets worse. It's like a curse. When I see her shake and make me call her out of work one too many times, and now her job is gone. It's evident you're controlling her mind, because every last dime she spends it on you. I want to eat but can't, because every food stamp she spent it on you. The lights are out because the voucher she traded for you. I hate you. You don't respect her, and you don't respect me. You're the reason why my mother neglects me. The reason why I'm crying for help but she can't hear me. The reason why I just don't care and society fears me. We was fine before you. We loved life before you. And she gave it all up for you. I want to destroy you, because you make my mother deny me, and not just mine, but ruin families. After destroying my life and killing my love, I don't even know your name. What is it?
My name is drugs.
That, black woman. See that, black woman. Love that, black woman. Never put another above that, black woman. Hold that, black woman. Don't try to mold or scold that, black woman. Respect that, black woman. Always protect that, black woman. Don't neglect that, black woman, or disrespect that, black woman. Cry for that, black woman. Sigh for that, black woman. Don't lie to that, black woman, or try to deny that, black woman. Bask in the glory of that, black woman. Tell the lifelong story of that, black woman. Teach your daughters to be that, black woman. Help in the struggle to free that, black woman. Get on one knee and propose to that, black woman. Confide in the warmth inside that, black woman. Abide in unselfish pride of that, black woman. Don't put so much work into trying to ride that, black woman. Appreciate that, black woman. Don't berate that, black woman. Don't try to emasculate that, black woman. Or domesticate that, black woman. See that, black woman. Admire that, black woman. Desire that, black woman. Be inspired by that, black woman. Use your mind to set fire to that, black woman. Be true to that, black woman. Always do for that, black woman. Slowly undress that, black woman. Gently caress that, black woman. Make love to that, black woman. Kiss and hug that, black woman. Learn to know that, black woman. Don't be afraid to show that, black woman. That you are willing to grow with that, black woman. Uphold that, black woman. Console that, black woman. You're a fool if you think you can control that, black woman. Share with that, black woman. Be fair to that, black woman. Sincerely care for that, black woman. Always be there for that, black woman. Bow your head and pray with that, black woman. Remember to stay with that, black woman. Stop trying to just lay with that, black woman. Never mind what they say about that, black woman. No other will ever brighten your day like that, black woman.
Alright, I'ma call this one Slow Burn. I danced with the sun, but it didn't burn me. I sat on the edge of the world, but it didn't turn me. I challenged death and loss, but still life didn't spurn me. Visionary thoughts get tangled and caught between my balance of disparities. I seek the symmetries within the structure of my foundation. But there's a nation of multiple identities, possibly my worst enemies, battling me for dominion over converse opinions. Actually, I could care less who wins, cause periodically I spin intricate webs of antonyms. For, against, relaxed, tense, offense, defense, ignorance, intelligence. Contrary to what I think and feel, my thoughts congeal into coagulated contemplations, while speculations reveal the opposite of my intellect's explanations. Far beyond my yesterdays. In retrospect, I double check, fast forwarding through my tomorrows. I'm trying to avoid the hands of time slapping me on my face, holding back crocodile tears, drowning in cataclysmic sorrows. Regrettably, I say one thing, but then I do another. Breathing life into existence, though I endeavor not to smother. The creativity and gifts wait them within me, but in reality, I'm just too tired. You see, one of my multiple identities recently expired. May he rest in peace. He died from a lack of understanding, a naive child, impulsive, and oftentimes hella demanding. I mourn for him knowing that he's in a better place. His ashes float in masses, scattered into outer space,
With Control-Alt-Delete, I erase his existence at the insistence of my nation of identities, while gradually I release fragments of my insanity, join the ranks of millennium humanity, evolving like the elusive butterfly out of its cocoon. I fly high, touch stars in the sky, by the light of the silvery moon. Indeed, my metamorphosis is the birth of a new identity, for the light of the sun endlessly burns cognizance and consciousness right into me. Slow burn. There was moments, a split second that reflected my future, and the image changed right before my eyes. All too real to perceive. It can just be left pure perception. This is a dynamic alteration. Destinies are supposed to be altered this way. The blueprint of this architectural design was founded firmly on level ground. I'm sure the plans were reviewed with precision. There was no reason. How did my foundation fall apart? More so, why am I subject to sit back and watch its demise? Lack of anything to do, no method to change the madness that has ensued. I hate that this vision was purely solo, less singing and auto-tune, and synchronized voice box to fit the mold. Can't you tell there were tears behind my words? Didn't you hear the grief in my lyrics? Guess you couldn't hear me over the music. I'm shifting, teetering between hating you and loving you more. Honesty can be brutal, and this was a straight TKO, knockdown. And I'm down for the count. Who changed my document? Revised the vision sewn into the contours of my heart. Where did I miss the memo? How did this all fall apart? How did you leave without waiting to hear a response? Why didn't you notice the door was unlocked? I gave you the key. And if you wanted to change the plan and begin again, I would have obliged to the reconfiguration. I didn't like the structure to begin with. I was just confident that the foundation was level and we were balanced, aligned to build on top. This thing was solid. Damn you for adhering to the do not disturb sign. I was just mirroring your actions. How was I to know that you were planning to resign? Maybe had I spoken to you about your position, giving you a heads up. I was just trying to type up a letter of reference so I could tell you. Wanted to let you know that you fit, we fit, it all fit into this perfected plan. The plans were already written and you were in high demand. I didn't get a chance to share the good news and let you know your place. Now I'm stuck to remain in this lonely office space. I look out the window today, glance at the sun rays, they shine above our unfinished building. I watch as the light seep through the broken cracks and pierce through the rubbles that lay beneath. And out of the corner of my eyes, I saw you, rebuilding. Guess you found a better offer, while our plans still incomplete. Cry. Tears fall from my eyes like rain from the sky. And I'm sitting here wondering, why? So much time has passed since we were as one. The past is the past, what's done is done. These tears are not silly, but nor are they justified. But I missed you so much, so that's why I cried. Wasted tears, because you don't feel the same. I feel so ashamed at night when I call out your name, because I'm so in love with you, but your feelings aren't likewise. I try to tell myself, but it just leads to more cries. Tears flowing like water down a mountain stream, wanting you back in my life, knowing it's just a dream. For you won't come back, so I must remain sad. Each and every day I cry, and I'm feeling so bad. I cry. With you in my life I'm living, but without you, I might as well die.
The apology. Have a seat, sister. This may take a while. Don't be afraid. The two pistols you see smoking in my hands are harmless now. Both clips are empty, much like a Larry Elder speech. And even though I was aiming at the system when I first unloaded shots into the air, I see now that I missed the target. The system remains intact while you sit wounded and battle-weary from decades of bullets being lodged deep into your heart and soul. I murdered you many times. Still, you didn't die. Not even once. I apologize for abandoning you and leaving you to fend for yourself in a world as cruel as it is cold. I should have supported you when you offered to be a part of the struggle, but the struggle was an internal one as well as an external one, and I was losing on both fronts. I got mad at you for straightening your hair, for slow dancing in the arms of white men, for challenging my manhood and comparing it to other races. I hated the way the system divided us by promoting you and demoting me. But instead of uniting with you and having your back, I attacked you and left you alone in your grief. I apologize for flaunting white women in your face as soon as I got money or fame. I was suffering from a mental illness that had me believing that my self-worth had to be approved by blue eyes. I know it hurt you to see me betray you so quickly, so easily, and so often. I had you feeling as though you were not worthy to be in my arms, when the opposite was true. I was not worthy of yours. I apologize for dying so young in the streets. I just wanted respect. I just wanted power. And the only people in my hood who possessed these qualities were the gangsters and thugs and dealers. You warned me to be careful. You begged me to slow down, but I didn't listen. The respect of the street was all I had. It was something I was willing to kill for, to even die for. I was fighting a war against myself and dying for a cause that didn't exist. I apologize for breaking your heart and betraying your trust and hurting you so badly that you became almost as racist as the system. You start calling all black men dogs and writing cruel little waiting to excel type books that spent too much time degrading me instead of explaining that good black men are the majority. Your anger and books flew high like African jahaka birds towards the tree branches of my soul. But instead of forgiving me and attempting to rebuild your nest, your anger and books became woodpeckers and pecked away at what was left of me. You screamed out that good black men were hard to find and blamed me for your actions when you held white men in your arms. I tried to tell you that I was the minority and that good black men were everywhere, but it was easier for you to point fingers at me than it was to give these brothers a chance. I should have treated you like the queen that you are, and so that other black men wouldn't be falsely accused of my emotional crimes. I murdered you many times. Still, you didn't die, not even once. I apologize for encouraging you to be materialistic. I dumped my money into the same system that was destroying me and tried to impress you with expensive cars, platinum jewelry, and polo gear. I fooled you into thinking that the measure of a man was in his bank account or in the size of the knot in his front pocket. You jumped into the front seat of my Lexus, happy because your friends were now envious of you as we both sped down a dead-end road at 100 miles per hour. As a result, many black men who didn't own a Lexus were ignored and even dismissed by you. I had you feeling that your love came with a price tag. I apologize for the late night booty calls. You wanted to talk, to cuddle, and to explore the depth of my character. I only wanted sex. I called you when I was horny and only reached out to you when I saw that you were slipping away. I should have talked to you and opened up to you. Instead, I trusted only my homeboys and factored you out of the equation. And I apologize. I apologize for turning you against your friends and family members. I was jealous of their influence over you. I was afraid that you would listen to them when they told you that I was not good for you. I didn't have a job, and when I did, I used it as a weapon against you. When wise sisters told you to raise your standards, I persuaded you to lower them. I had you thinking that you had to have a man, any man, to be complete. And I apologize for that. I murdered you many times, sister. Yet incredibly, amazingly, you didn't die. Not even once. And this serves as the ultimate testimony to your true greatness.
Emotional vent. A downward spiral of unsteady emotions, hard to control, push me down into a bottomless pit, piercing my soul. Sun rays beaming through my darkness, the only light I can see are being cut off with each entering thought of negativity. And desperately, I'm trying to use my rationality to stop my acidic tears from burning my eyes completely. I can't feign. It's hard to stay true when feelings arise from circumstances that are unable to be minimized. To know the natural state of my seed will be distorted from what keeps me alive. Forces all my desires to be acclimatized. Unjust reactions brew within the living fluids inside of me. Raging hormonal tendencies cast me into a loathsome singularity. Don't think my sensitivity is a newfound proclivity. It's just that my capacity to hold it within myself's body has become worn down with each and every difficulty. I've had to deal with it and overcome and try to make it with a grain of salt. Can't look at my reflection for too long without placing some type of fault upon me, even though I possess no authority upon the occurrences and conditions in all of my contingencies. And I try and tell myself, what good is pleasure without pain? How can you know how sweet the sun feels if you never felt the rain? But still sometimes I can't help but surrender myself to a pity state. And it is there I see the darkness and feel the guilty emotional weight, like mental lashes that leave unremovable scars on my mind. Hope was stolen away and making it impossible to find. An equal balance of emotion left me wondering why. A serenity comes from the depression that hides inside of me. Is this real? Because when I close my eyes, I see myself running away from all my goals and my dreams. Contradiction is friend to agony, slowly consuming my heart with sorrow. No time left for me to borrow. No truth kills my vision, stealing my tomorrow. I am this man whose soul would rather leave the home it's known than deal with the voices that echo inside, projecting a nightmare that shows people inside of a circle surrounding me, shouting obscenities, placing me into categories, dissecting the complex shades of me until I become a simple fallacy, screaming who they think I want them to be, when all I wanted was to make them see the spirit that lives inside of my body, the soul that wants to be free, not in trying to forget my ancestry, but to embrace all of God's creation equally. But our eyes be the trigger, creating our destiny, to furthering my mind, to furthering our minds, away from peace. And peace is where we ultimately are trying to be. But our actions challenge and conflict with that entreaty. Insanity has become the safety zone inside of my real. And trying to escape that seems a greater feat than staying within this ideal. And how do you change the mind state you've known, the world that you have always seen, and instead revamp your entire look, transforming a pauper into a king, undoing years of damage that, like the smoke from packs of Newport, clouds up the room, killing the scent of her vanilla, coconut oil, and spicy scented perfume. I be the cause and the cure for all the downfalls and mistakes, crowning myself inside of my own created oceans and lakes. I am an island, except my waters are composed of disheartened tears. Every grain of sand representing a countless number of fears. Every day remains to be a battle I fight against these predicaments. And as much as my body wants to retreat, my spirit still yearns to vent. Capitulation will lead to quicker death than any outside force. So I try to train my mind and heart to prevail over my defeat's source. Lost in ecstasy. Seeking respite from a long day of labor, silhouetted against the evening sun. Vivid contrast against your ebony complexion. Still wet, barely wrapped in your towel. Thinking what a vision of loveliness you be. You ignore my pleas to come sit with me. So coy. You want to play. Getting up, pouring lime and Tanqueray. Before back to my book I go reading, spying out the corner of my eye. You bend over, intentionally. Pulling my glasses down, I chuckle, knowing how it delights you when I do. Nary a word we exchange, mere glances saying it all. Letting the towel drop, rubbing yourself down in shea butter, seductively, slowly. From your neck to those lovely mounds, caressing Mother Africa's gifts. Nipples now protruding, laying my book down, my attention all yours. Needless to say, rock hard too, moving down your stomach, lingering around your navel, lifting on the bed one leg, fingering your fat clit now swollen, cat-like eyes piercingly seductive, staring me down like prey. 1, 2, then 3 fingers slip deep inside. I move, but you shush me, shaking your finger no, feeling like a schoolboy scolded. Baby, why taunt me? Aching grows my loins, now swollen with lust. Facing the mirror, your mocha cheeks high in the air. Ooh-wee! What a tight-ass derriere. Little legs now spread wide, your pink lips winking wickedly. Soft moans you utter, lost in ecstasy. Catching you with eyes closed, I creep up and run my tongue between your cheeks. My grip upon your hips now firm, not letting you squirm. Burying deep my face, forgetting to breathe. Supping your pure nectar, feeling your body quake. Now my thirst I shall quench, my comely wench. Suppress no more, let it flow. Ah, yes. Head arched back, ass pushed back, your hands on my smooth head, pushing me deeper. Ooh, baby, don't stop your cry. Your clit now throbbing, pulsing, clench betwixt my teeth, gasping, screaming, breast a heaving, knees ready to buckle, turn white your knuckles. Before long, your cream coats my throat, nearly drowning me, collapsing. We both lost in ecstasy. Lost in ecstasy. Innocently. It started so innocently, with a kiss on the cheek, me caressing your neck as your knees went weak. My lips brushing by you, the warmth of my breath, clothes falling off till nothing was left. Me laying you down for better access, gently kissing your nipples, you making a mess. You quite wet already, and eager for more. My tongue in your navel, so much more in store. My tongue enters you, with such ease as you quake. You drip down my cheek, what a fine mess you make. My head in your hands, as you push my head in. You moan with such passion, what a pleasurable sin. You growl with orgasm as I smile with such joy. Putty in a man's hand, no place for a boy. I enter you slowly, no words can you speak. I search deep inside for your pleasure peak. From the top to the bottom, as we seek that right spot, you swallow me deep, it's getting so hot. We do Kama Sutra and doggy and spoon. Eyes roll back in your head as you begin to swoon. I try to revive you by slowing my thrusts. You can't take much more of this pleasurable lust. We explode together as we melt as one. We smile at each other for a job well done. Yeah, ghetto love. Y'all check it. Damn, baby, we've been dodging this particular subject for a month now. That's long enough. Let me show you how I roll, give you the know-how. I'll start off by stimulating your mind to the point where I'm the one you're craving. You're in need of a sexual life preserver, and baby, tonight I'm doing the saving. Ecstasy is where I want to take you, so I ask, do you want to go there? The lovemaking comes later, but tonight is any place, anywhere. I see the way you look at me as it turns me on every single time. My manhood gains momentum knowing how bad he wants to deep stroke your sexy ass from behind. Yes, I want you badly, but this is not waiting part 2. Baby, this is illegal in 15 states. The shit I want to do to you. We see each other daily, and even though you're not my old lady, I want you like crazy. Baby, this is not a game. I don't think I'm gonna freak you by luck. So I'll say this bold and bluntly. Let's fuck. The lovemaking comes further down the line. My anticipation has me drastically wanting to dislocate your fucking spine. I want to give you some of this good jug, good wood. Some of this most women would kill if they could come as much as you could. If you want to go down as much as I do, baby, I'm falling. But tonight, I want to fuck you. Some bonafide, no hose bar, back breaking, deep stroke taking. Tomorrow we'll talk about love making, just sheer fucking. No forceful entry of any shape, form, or fashion. So let's quit the bullshit. Let's get this motherfucker happening. The sweetest thing I've ever known was like heaven. More like heaven spent suspended in time. endless, pure like new days, fresh like breezes, new like them fresh out the box all whites, and I'm falling so deep. Daydreaming and I'm thinking of you. Daydreaming and I'm thinking of you. Smooth like jazzy tunes remixed to harmonic heartbeats. Pump, 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 pump up the volume. Cause I'm vibing, riding high, slow dancing with the moon. My soul can feel it. I'm reveling in the spirit, and it's overflowing like sunshine. And I'm basking in the glow of your existence, breathing slowly, taking it all in. And I'm holding to this moment like forever. I'm craving you like a Sunday morning breakfast. I just want to savor the flavor of your existence. Can I get seconds upon seconds? Got an appetite for a smorgasbord of conversation. I need an abundance of this blessing. Take time travels through life cycles, and I got you in heavy rotation. So maybe we can journey through the cipher and get liberated together. I need you to grant me entry. Lend me your voice, and I'll lend you my ear. Shed freedom tears, 'cause I just want to talk to you. Vibe within the consoles of your intellect. Gain introspection. Probe your ego for dissection. Reminisce on back in the day moments when he said, she said, and mother may I. But Simon, he knew better. Fast forward to kisses and strawberry 22 love letters. Signed, sealed, delivered from me to you. But right now, I just want to talk to you. Can we swap stories like baseball cards? I'll autograph my dreams upon your heart. Visit your memories like summer vacation spots. Take stops along the way, inside your thoughts of yesterday. Place your fears under the shade. Forgive me for this ain't like yesterday, 'cause I am made whole. Remembrance of olden days when loneliness greeted me at my door and welcomed me home. Pack bags, called I requested a new lease on life because it doesn't live here anymore. Found good company to keep modesty and humility. With transition comes balance. Retrospection for circumstances that hinder steps forwards, still walking this elongated path that winds down an endless road. Vision is blurred by deceptive reflectors. It is not the mirror image, but the reflection. Fear not by what it should be, 'cause eyes should have more meaning. Skin should be softer and bones stronger. Still the same it seems. Don't remember that last time that barriers led to breakthrough. These walls getting high this time, or maybe smaller, and it's just too many to climb. Distance farther than before. Therefore, journey becomes too complicated to decipher its meaning. Where is the purpose for struggle? Is there even a payoff of some kind? Appearance. All in vain. A quest that leads to nothing more. Nothingness than what is reflected in the mirror. Still the same. Objects don't get smaller no matter how close it seems. Carried over to where the wind screams, bearing the souls of lost dreams. Tides wash away. Didn't know storms had tears. Breathless. She is laying there breathless, cheeks flushed, both sets. The way I blew her back out leaves her forever in my debt. I kissed her very softly upon her frontal lobe. My manhood began to rise, curious and ready to probe. She asked if I was hungry as she sat on the countertop. Placing my head between her legs, I went to town and refused to stop. She coaxed me to the bedroom and asked me to curl her toes. Without even a second thought, I laid her down and began to show. The second my lips touched hers, her inner flow began. My tongue explored her secrets, shortly followed by my hands. Within moments she was screaming out. She was begging for my pipe. Like an addict, she wanted a hit of me. She wanted to speak into my mic. But I had another motive. I wanted access to her cave. She was breathless, so she couldn't say no. And when I entered, she was dazed. A tear streamed from my eye. She had never felt such bliss. My stroke was one she never felt. Not one spot of hers did I miss. Her legs were wrapped behind my head, then I shifted to a full throttle. She came 20 times. Now she lays there weak, fetal position like a baby with her bottle. Be real. What's a smile's worth if it only lasts for a moment? How valuable it must be to shine on the inside. When your natural flow goes out the window because your soul is being stroked from head to toe. How long can you hold that smile with soft kisses on your lips send ripples down your spine, down to your fingertips? I see you not trying to bite your lip as I take the first lick, slowly stroking your female ego, descending below with subtle blows. You try to hold on. Too late. The relaxation move fascinates my face to meet your clitoris for a sweet groove. Oh, the music that makes the walls dance and curtains hit the flow. My lips and tongue only begin to explode. But this traveler is met by cavalier hips, trying to tame this rodeo show. Control lost as your juices flow down my cheeks. The freak hops up on a waiting tool and purges her depth. Ooh. Seismic eruptions, sexual combustion, gyrating earth as stars fly around the room. The bed, lava in nature, has my head touching gorges and my shaft scraping jagged edges of womanhood. This dangerous plunge is well worth the sweat. Our eyes meet and the time is now, we both understood. I nibbled, she choked, I slapped, she bit. When she opened her eyes again, she forgot who the fuck she was with. Because this can't be real. I can't help that I miss the serenity within your kiss. Shared thoughts abate sleepless nights as you rest your dreams upon my pillow. Basking in the morning sunrise, can't help but remember. Peace made her place within your eyes, transcended lifetimes in the depths of your smile. Can't resist the yearning to bring memories to present moments. It's a daunting feeling to want you. Just beyond my reach, clear skylines define remnants of your existence. Got a hunger for some philosophical love, to only nibble on sweetness. Sip the substance of the Creator's perfected creation that is you. Like an addiction I'm going through, withdrawal symptoms. Need a fix of cosmic stimulation from your thoughts' manifestations. Damn, I need you. I search for you in my dreams. In my wake, I wander, hoping to catch a glimpse of your shadow. My eyes play tricks as dancing silhouettes tangle in my blind spot. I just want to know that you're still here. That within those moments, reality took precedence. Be certain that you're not just some figment of my imagination, but a pure replica of my desires' perfections. I need you now more than ever, for you spoiled me. Offered me a taste of truth, caught a glimpse of our destiny because they connected to our heart's journey, alignment beyond just coincidence. This is evidence that my heaven lies upon the earth. I speak words into existence and write lyrics pathways to your soul, for my home lies there. If only you let me in. Feel me. Know me as I know you. If only you knew how I wait. Hear my plea. Abide to the cause of my heart. Draw you into me.
More Than Therapy is hosted on Anchor, which is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now, Anchor can match you with great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast. That means you get paid to podcast right away. In fact, that's what I'm doing right now by reading this ad. So if you want a podcast and want to distribute it widely, as well as get sponsorships, go to anchor.fm/start